Good morning. Welcome, everyone. My name is Susan Treadgold. I am the um, author of the book, The High Performing Woman. I am a host of a talk show also called The High Performing Woman. I'm a TED Talk speaker and a former investment banker. And today I'd like to talk about life and success. Now, 95% of people believe they're self-aware. But according to Harvard Business Review, only 10% are. Another big problem with success in life is timing. Timing is everything. When to speak up, when to get married, when to jump ship and start your own business, even when to sell your own house. So timing is very important. And today I would like to share the team with you, the TimeYodha team. Now, TimeYodha solves both of these problems by creating a personalized life map. And this life map is an incredible productivity and free will enhancement tool. And it empowers individuals to harness the power of time and unlock their fullest potential in 4 areas: health, career, personal, and society well-being. So with me today, I've got the amazing TimeYodha team. I'd like to introduce everyone. First of all, I'd like to introduce Dr. Grover. He is the co-founder and CEO of TimeYodha. He's an immunologist, entrepreneur, and innovator. Good morning, Dr. Grover.
Hi, it's wonderful to be with you, Susan.
Yeah. I'd also like to introduce his co-founder and Chief Life Map Officer, Dr. Shiva. He has a PhD in time science and predictive analytics. So quite a big brain joining us here today. Welcome, Dr. Shiva. I also have Dr. Petra, who is VP of Marketing for TimeYodha. She is a biomedical scientist with a PhD in preventative medicine. And I also have Dr. Nilesh here, who is a board advisor for TimeYodha. He is Stanford educated and a molecular pathologist. So there are a lot of big brains in the room, and I'm really excited to hear the insights that they're going to share about why TimeYodha, time, self-awareness, why all of that matters. So I think I'd like to start off with Dr. Grover. Why is self-awareness the foundation of true transformation in today's fast-paced world?
Thank you so much, Susan, for that kind introduction. And it's wonderful to be again with our core team. I would like to take a step backward, really understanding human experience. So the question is, what is the difference between brain and mind? So brain is the 3 pound of hardware that sits under your skull, and that is the control system. And mind is all the knowledge, all the understanding you have gathered throughout your time. So in simple terms, it's mind is the software and brain is the hardware. So self-awareness is the study of self and understanding the self. What we are doing with TimeYodha, we are creating the new science of self. So this big question, origin of mind, where it all starts, from the laws of the universe to your own unique psychology. Self-awareness is divided into 2 parts, inner self-awareness and outer or external self-awareness. Inner self-awareness is how our mind works, meanings, our thoughts, patterns, emotions, and then our strengths. Strengths offers opportunities. Then we all have challenges in life. I like to say that friction in the flow of life, and then blind spots. If you really understand this setup at this level, then you can actually sail through life, I would say, at in a level where there is a clear flow. So there is a lot of data around it that if people have self-awareness, it's inversely proportional to anxiety and stress. And if there is no self-awareness, as you pointed out from Harvard Business Review, then you have anxiety and stress. And we understand that this leads to all kind of physical ailment. It's very well established in the medical literature. As an immunologist, I understand that mind controls the immune system. If your mind is not working in your favor, it actually can cause a lot of physical damage. So this is really a foundational reason why self-awareness matters.
I totally agree with that. I did my TED talk on energy, and when you are not self-aware, things are constantly bringing your energy down. You're having conflict with people. Things are harder, and it depletes your energy, and then it depletes your health as well. So, I love that answer. So, Dr. Petra, what makes Time Yoda different from other personal growth or wellness tools out there? What has been your experience?
Thank you, Susan. So I would say what makes TimeYodha different is how it helps you tune into the right time for the right action. Life isn't just about what we do, but also when we do it. And each moment carries a different kind of energy, and TimeYodha helps you understand what moment is asking from you. So for me, when I did TimeYodha, it gave me a clear and deeply personal insight into where to put my energy now, and it was incredibly specific as well. And that guidance helped me align with the timing that leads to success, not just in one area, but also related to my health, to my personal well-being, financial well-being, and social well-being as well. Because real growth is about creating harmony between them. And I truly believe that everything is connected. So I would say TimeYodha really helped me as well to see my blind spots. And that gave me more clarity and confidence moving forward. So now I'm not just reacting to what life brings me. I'm really like deciding what I will do with myself, how I will react in certain situations. And I can say that I'm having a flow with my own rhythm. So that's how
Right. You're really
Yoda is
choosing
very
your
different.
actions and being
Yes,
intentional.
correct.
That's what Time Yoda has helped you to do instead of just, going through life, always reacting. You have a
Correct.
path and an intention. Right. So I'd like to talk about the cosmic code now. So, Dr. Shiva, what is the cosmic code and how does it work as a navigation system?
Susan, the cosmic code, when we say that, it looks like a very new word, but it is actual. Each and everybody would have born with particular combination of qualities. Like when we do the research on DNA, decoding the DNA will explain all the information about the health and potentiality, everything. So when we decode the DNA, and we are able to understand the qualities of our health. But when we think about, is there a decoding method to decode and explain about our life quality? The world is full of miseries. Many people are being very successful, many are not. Many are suffering, many are trying. They are not able to reach their goal. Ultimately, human search is towards the success and happiness. When on the way of searching the success and happiness, each and everyone need guidance. Many of the people, they experience by themselves, and they understand something, they correct something. By the time, a lot of ages would have been lost. Many years would have been lost. So, in this way, in our Eastern wisdom, the saints and our ancestors, they have done a very big research about what is the self, what we are made about, and what are all the cosmic bodies, what are all the cosmic criterias. They may be subtle, they may be matters. So the subtle and matters, both energies, how they have synced in anybody. When a child is born, automatically, when the hardware is coming out of the womb, when the software, the operating system is downloaded during the time of the birth. So the cosmic energies, like in many ways, which are all available and blended in our atmosphere. So when a child is coming out, so it is like a already password enabled device. In such a way, a child is coming out. As soon as the child is exposed to the environment, whatever the place is aligned with the cosmic energies, they are just like that downloaded on the crown chakra. So when we understand which are all the cosmic energies are downloaded, we can decode it. Like when we say that light, sound, and space energies, all are available in the form of energies. So when they are received, and that combination and alignment makes a personal, individual characteristic, growth level, success level, satisfaction level, which reflects on the individual health, career, and personal health, and also like achievement, social well-being. Everything is packed. Like how a seed is packed with its own quality of a big tree. Seed is packed. It's very small. Time to time, when it grows, its qualities are opening up. When we look at the seeded seed and as a big tree, it's wonderful. In such a way, whatever the capacities and abilities are packed inside a seed, in such a way, we can decode whatever the cosmic energies in which percentage and on what abilities, which is packed with an individual, can be decoded, and we can tell it at once.
Wonderful. That's really interesting. And I want to expand on that with Dr. Nilesh. In medicine, we know, as Dr. Shiva just said, we have our genetic code when we're born as well. And we know genes are not our destiny. There's epigenetics, lifestyle choices that can affect the outcome. Do you see the parallel here with the cosmic code? I mean, we're given that code, we're given a genetic code, we're giving our cosmic code. Could you talk a little bit about that and how we can affect that?
Oh, thanks, Susan. So, as you know, genetic code is kind of fixed. We already have a blueprint, and that is something we cannot change in adult life. People talk about CRISPR, but those are like at very early embryonic stage, but not in the adult life. So your genome does not change. But there is a good news also that environment or the nature affect you. So let's say the epigenetic code that you talked about changes. So like although the DNA does not change, the expression of the DNA through RNA, which we call as transcriptomics, changes from time to time. So time is affecting your like gene expression through a variety of experiences, all in terms of like your diet, mindfulness, yoga practices, all other experiences can change how your genes are being expressed, and based on that, how your body would kind of respond to it.
Right. I can see the parallel there. So getting back to, and I'm not sure who would like to answer this question, or maybe everybody will have a little bit of a take on it, but I'm going to start with Dr. Shiva. How can TimeYodha boost productivity and free will that we were just talking about, especially for professionals and entrepreneurs and creatives?
Especially TimeYodha is dealing with a deep understanding to bring out what a time is going to bring out the abilities or success or the happiness in an individual. So time to time, like when we say that age by age, normally everybody goes to school, colleges, works, and here the time Yoda deals about on their life progressing. So what are all the possibilities, strength, weakness, challenges, blind spots? All this can be decoded. So when we are able to express it, inform that in advance. For example, when a person is like to have a startup business, new startup. So in that case, the time order is giving the advice of that whether the new startup is how the time flow is helping him to become a successful entrepreneur.
Or working against it?
Yeah. So what is the possibilities? How much success he can get? Is the time going to help him to grow more, or the time flow is little bit difficult, which cannot help him to execute his own ideology, and what can be the result? So if it is really there is a blind spot or any challenges that individual is going to meet, we can give in advance the information that, okay, brother, you just wait for some time, not on this particular time. Why don't you start with on this particular time? And about the field also. When he has decided about the field, so in that way also the time Yoda can give the suggestion. The successful and the suitable field is which on the individual's life. How and which energy he is connected with. Somebody may have the connection already born with like some financial investment related success. Somebody would have born with the real estate and that profitable energy. Somebody would have born with the cinema, like become a big star, big artist, very famous artist or sportsman like that. So Time Yoda understands the field of success, when the success is going to be showered on an individual, and also the blind spot and challenges. Here Time Yoda can give four type of alert, means like number one is prevention. So if any entrepreneur is going to get into any business, so when the Time Yoda is providing some information that he can be prevented from meeting difficulties or losses. Number two, protection. The protection is like if anybody's are going to get into any big difficulties like for health, so when we can understand and identify the health related issues in any major which is going to be, or somebody's are prone to some diseases, when we are able to identify and explain, then the precautionary actions he can take, like epigenetical actions, diet, lifestyle, and other medication in advance, so he can be protected, prevented. Then, enhancement, the third point. The enhancement is when the time Yoda is guiding anybody that now be confident, just do it.
Right.
Which,
It helps with decision making.
yes,
The
it
right
helps a
decision, right time, right place,
yeah.
right
When
thing.
time Yoda, very sure, is giving some
Um,
support for their enhancement, so they can be with a lot of confidence. Ultimately, the mind. So when the
and that
mind,
and that and that really releases the brakes. When you have confidence,
yes,
that increases speed. If you know you're making the right decision, like the amount of worry and indecision, how that slows people down. Um, that just feeds right into the productivity, doesn't it?
yes, of course. And one more thing is very much interesting that if anybody's are trying for any small, if time Yoda identifies that, hey, dream big, do big, expand. Now just go, just do it. Now the time is very successful for you. Time is supporting you.
Yeah, that's inspiring and empowering.
Yeah, on my experience, a lot of examples, thousands of examples. So the experience, the time Yoda have given a lot of advices that just do it, you are going to much more bigger. So
Right,
why starting small? Think about big. Do it
right.
now. So this type of the advices, which is making them to be so confident, and it is proved on the individual's life. That's amazing.
I mean, well, the rest of the panel, let me ask. That's really fascinating and exciting. Can I ask the rest of the panel what you have seen in terms of how Time Yoda boosts productivity and free will? Maybe someone talk from a professional point of view, someone from a creative. Like I'd like to hear how this has impacted maybe a creative or could impact a creative. Does anybody like to speak to that?
Petra,
I can,
to go?
yeah, I can say. So I would like to speak from my personal point, where when Time Yoda gave me insight into my blind spots, now when I see the situation, I can recognize it. So I'm not just like entering this flow of like following this blind spot. I'm very aware of it. And I just think before I do any action or any decision, and it really helped me not to waste my energy, and actually not to invest my energy into something which is not serving my highest good and not leading me towards success.
So just to add to what Petra said, I think the word is strategic adaptability.
Mm-hmm.
Even Dr. Shiva was explaining, we need to adapt. Time changes, we have challenges in our lives, and how to really, this is the science of adaptation. Like sometimes you can push, sometimes you have to slow down, sometimes you have to conserve yourself, sometimes you have to really pay deep attention to what's going on. So let me connect with another science that's actually been a modern science and very powerful. Today, a lot of human activities wouldn't be possible. It was if it was not for weather prediction. During my studies, I don't know why I used to take classes at atmospheric science engineering department at the engineering school where I studied. And it is very interesting. If you think about, if you put atmospheric science data, which is moisture, temperature, pressure, wind speed, sunlight, you get weather prediction. 7 days of weather in advance with 90% accuracy. That has changed humanity. This has been on human mind for a long time, whether, ancient people navigating in the Pacific to all sorts of interesting voyage that ancient people took, like how weather changes, because nature is very powerful. What Dr. Shiva explained, that how to understand nature and our connection so that we can enhance our productivity. And we all have dreams. When you have free will and you want to enhance it, you really understand the subtlety of the rhythm. So if you actually have the ability to strategically adapt, then you can increase the chances of success. And this whole idea of TimeYodha is empowerment, is happiness, and creating the probability of chances. It's like map. We can give you the map. Okay, you want to go to place B, here turn left, right, go straight. But you have to drive your car. But this information can change that journey from filled with friction to frictionless.
That's a great metaphor. Dr. Nilesh, did you want to add anything that in terms of TimeYodha and timing and fulfillment and health, for instance?
So I can draw a very close parallel to my world in molecular diagnostics, where we always document or track who does what, when, where, and why. So we call it top 5 Ws. And when is also a very important part of that. Let's say certain enzymatic reaction, you need to introduce it exactly at a specific time. If you add it before that time or after that, the outcome may not be good. So I do think that when is a very critical component of the overall I would say well-being of a reaction or a person's life.
Excellent. So I'd like to turn a little bit now to how we engage with TimeYodha. I understand there are a couple of ways. There's the first of all to sign up and get your life map. And then there's also an upcoming fulfillment retreat in Gstaad in Switzerland, or as the English say, Gstaad. Tell me, and I think you're wearing a Swiss jacket, aren't you, Dr. Grover?
Yes, it's
Yes.
it's kind of fascinating if you think about Switzerland. What could be a better place than talking about time than in Switzerland? So this idea that humans have been looking in the skies is since the dawn, and everything is moving. What Dr. Shiva talks about is automated intelligence, that we have no control on this intelligence, which is the Earth is moving 50 meters per second on its axis. Earth is moving around Sun 1800 miles per second. So everything is changing since you are born like a little baby to the last day of your life. Our body, our aging, our thoughts, our emotions are all changing. But we have all different requirement of fulfillment throughout our lifetime. And it is actually time dependent. What we want as a child, what we want as a teenager, what we want as an adult, what we want as a mature person versus what we want in the old age. So we actually decided to organize this retreat, which is a fulfillment retreat. And fulfillment actually is defined by a deep satisfaction, inner peace, where whatever goal you have, whatever wish you have, that you can actually get to that wish. And TimeYodha can help. This is 4 days of immersive experience where you take this inner journey to go through these I like to say, minefield in order to understand yourself, understand, like Petra shared, like blind spots, understand how all this system work in a manner like what Dr. Shiva said in terms of the cosmic code, that we can decode it and can give you that guidance. And what Nilesh said, that timing, the power of when. So all this 4 days, you are learning very unique ideology of your own journey. So human life can be thought through a lens of a time traveler. We are all traveling in time. Time is changing, and time brings new ideas, new thoughts, new changes in our life. If you have, like weather prediction, the predictive analytics, that advanced knowledge, then like weather, if you need, it's raining, you need an umbrella. If it is a sunny day, you go enjoy your life. So the first day of the retreat, we actually make people understand how this all works, life map, and how they can understand their own unique, personalized strengths, opportunities, challenges, and blind spots. The second day is really understanding how to make your day successful. The single unit of anyone's life is a day. We all get up in the morning, after sleep, and we have to really do and make sure that we have a happy, feeling at the end of the day. That happy feeling requires efforts and action. And we really give you your personalized map for daily, we call it daily insight, how to create a day successful. That also is a predictive analytics that is based on the cosmic code that actually give you advanced knowledge of the day. The third day is we as humans have 4 stages in terms of how or where we are. Some people, like Dr. Shiva said, are trying to survive. Some people are trying to stabilize their lives. Some people are expanding because it's time for expansion. And some people are at the abundance. So if I say poetically that if true abundance is your fundamental right, to access your true abundance, you have to be persistently creative. We give you that understanding how to be creative. And the fourth day is even medicine is going in the era of forecasting, meaning today medicine can predict what is missing in medicine and in modern science, which existed in ancient science. And that's what TimeYodha is doing, creating this bridge between the ancient science and the new science with our integrated astromathematics, and connecting with the modern science and all the aspects of human life where you can design your life. Imagine that you can take this inner journey for 4 days so that you have a very beautiful view of your own life.
Wow. I mean, I can't, that's the completely transformative opportunity. Very exciting. Does anybody else want to add anything to that before we wrap up?
Yeah.
Dr. Shiva.
Yes. Ultimately, a human is looking for the success and happiness. Here, the 4 days retreat, which is going to help you, help everyone with two special formulas through TimeYodha. How to be so successful? It's a dream, aspiration. So here, connect, receive, and manifest. This is the first formula through the TimeYodha.
Connect, receive, and manifest. Okay.
How do we connect? Where to connect? How do we receive? How do we improve our receptivity towards the abundance or happiness? Then this connection and receptivity, when this is made, automatically that is going to push us into manifestation. For that, as a next formula is understand. accept, and apply. So, CRM, UAA, these two formulas in human life, how does it work? How TimeYodha is serving to everyone for their individual success, that is the social success and happiness.
That's beautiful. Those are really great formulas. I'm going to have to take note of those. I personally, I've recently had my time, my map done, and life map, and uh, one thing I noticed immediately was a sense of peace because there was a big decision that had been taking up a lot of headspace. And I'd been thinking about it and thinking about it and talking with people, and it was just taking up a lot of my time. And when after that session, it was clear to me and gave me a lot of peace. The other thing is, a couple of blind spots, which I know I sensed, I can see a cause and effect and a certain way that I behave and what the outcome is. But having it stated to me as a blind spot just confirmed it and is allowing me to be more intentional when I come up to those decision points and to decide to act differently and break away from old patterns. So there were a lot of takeaways, but those are just a couple for me. So how do people get in touch if they want to have their life map done, or if they want more details or to sign up for this? I mean, and by the way, if you don't know Gstaad, I mean, this is just the most beautiful and luxurious place, in Switzerland. So if anybody wants any more details about this and how to get involved, how to sign up, where do they go?
So they go to TimeYodha.com and we have a retreat page, and it's really kind of, smart but stuck. So if you feel like that in your life, that you have the confidence, you have the talent, but you really don't know how to navigate the time to overcome your challenges, remove the friction, this is the place. And it's in the beautiful mountains of Gstaad with the tranquility and peace that actually exist in that valley. And what could be a better place learning about your own life as a time traveler than in Switzerland, where the first watch was made in 1810 for the Queen of Naples. And basically what watch did, if you think about mechanical watch, it put the cosmos, the movement of the cosmos, actually on your wrist. So we welcome seekers, people who want to look or upgrade their life. And in the age of AI, where it is predicted 80% of the jobs will be changed, and there is really need for TimeYodha. The time appropriation of TimeYodha launch cannot be perfect than the innovation that is happening in this world. So again, the information is at TimeYodha.com, and the email to reach us is info@TimeYodha.com. And we are looking forward to take this exciting adventure for you to be a better version of yourself, for you to really understand the rhythm of the time and handling the time, to you to have better strategic adaptability for one reason: to create more success and happiness.
Wonderful. What a great way to round it all up, sum it all up. So thank you, Dr. Shiva, Dr. Petra, Dr. Nilesh, Dr. Grova. That was a great session, and I wish you much success with this retreat. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.